Number 75,
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Beat Digger Football on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network from Beach Field at Beat Digger Stadium on the Brush Secondary Campus. Tyler Carmen alongside Ron Albo as the Yuma Indians have traveled in to take on your Brush Beat Diggers, who come into tonight 1-1 overall. The Yuma Indians are 2-1 overall. Brush coming off a bye week and an overtime win against Fort Morgan. Ron, the million-dollar question is, are we going to have a third overtime game?
Well, you know, I think if you're Coach Rosenbrock and Brush, you probably don't want that to happen. You'd like to have this game get taken care of in regulation time and come away with a win. What's also nice about this is the second-year cycle and Reed getting this Brush and Yuma rivalry back again. You know, for a long time we used to play each other, and then, of course, you know, as the leagues broke up, Yuma wasn't in our league anymore, and Brush hasn't played him. So the last 2 years, you know, coming back and playing each other should be a pretty exciting game. Last year, of course, Brush lost to Yuma in Yuma, so it's going to be nice to finish out this series here with them being here at home playing against Brush tonight.
Coin toss happening in front of us. Brush won the toss, deferred. They are going to kick off to Yuma to start the game here. Brush in their home unis. They're going to go with the white pants tonight. Maroon jerseys, gold numbers. Yuma in all whites with red numbers. Starting lineup brought to you by B&B Appliance. With over 30 years of experience, B&B Appliance can help master appliances to your needs. Stop by 502 Street in Fort Morgan. For the visiting Yuma Indians on defense, they go with number 1, Jonathan Thompson, number 2, Damian Kaczynski, number 3, Hugo Montez, number 4, Trey Stegman, number 5, Brody Sheffield, number 6, Adrian Carranza, number 11, Marvin Duarte, number 54, Rayleigh Trejo, number 55, Christian Nunez, number 71, Dayton Gilprez, and number 77, Carson Lynch. They are coached by Kelly Seward, assisted by David Doyle, Dirk Perry, Jonathan Ferrari, and Rory Lynch. For your Brush Beat Diggers on offense, once again brought to you by B&B Appliances. Led by number 7 quarterback Eric Rico, number 8 Wiley Eicher, number 11 Hunter Proctor, number 37 Tanner Ludgate, number 49 Brody Dick, number 52 Riley Tuck, number 55 Caleb Jimenez, number 59 Andrew Barrera, number 60 Austin Lay, number 63 Cole Curtis, and number 75 Andrew Martinez. Joe Rosenberg, head coach, assisted by Victor Lopez, Christian Valles, Lance Schwint, Adrian Cardenas, and Austin Soto. We are underway in Brush. Now a little squib kick from Rico. Picked up by Yuma. Trips and falls there right past the 25-yard line. Hopefully kickoff brought to you by Buildings by Design. First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit buildsbydesign.com.
You know, Charlie, tonight's game, depending upon what the game plan is, I know from Brush's side they want to run the ball, and Yuma's really good at running the ball too. So if we get into a running the ball type of game, it should be a lot quicker game time, be able to wrap things up. So if we start throwing the ball, obviously understand some of the plays and our time. So let's just hope for a good, solid running clock.
We joked with Coach Rosenbrock last year about that same thing. He goes, "Oh yeah, it's going to be a quick game." That was a 10-7 Brush loss last year as a little quarterback keeper from Yuma to start things off. And it was an incredibly fast game. Paul Acosta traveled to Yuma with me last year, did the game, and it was quick, man. And it only slowed down there towards the end when Brush started to throw the ball, trying to get down into field goal range.
That first possession for Yuma, just trying to run right at the heart of the Brush defense, and the Brush defensive line did a great job of stopping. Just a short gain of about 2, maybe 2.5 yards on that first down.
From the 31-yard line in their own territory. Yuma's offensive line looks like they got quite a bit of size to them. Man in motion here. Left to right. A little shotgun handoff. Good for another 1 or 2, maybe.
Brush came out with a 5-man front at that time. Then the last minute they shifted out and went to 4-3 defense. And what Yuma did, they pulled their far side guard, the backside guard, to trap. And our defensive lineman did a great job of closing there and not letting them pick up much yardage.
Split out to the left, out of shotgun now for Yuma.
Cameras aren't working.
Fullback behind the right guard, fake that shotgun handoff here. Thompson goes off the left side, mowing people down there. Broken tackle, got across the first down. That'll move the chains, give him 7 yards there.
And a lot of heads up for, or a lot of props to the offensive line from Yuma, just moving us downfield and creating a big pile for that running back from behind.
Yuma showing that they can definitely cause some like misdirection and fakes. I mean, that quarterback knows exactly how to place the ball and pull it out of his running back's arms. Pistol set here. All over this in the backfield.
Marvin Duarte, the ball carrier, brought down in the backfield by number
Duarte,
63.
he gets nowhere.
Curtis.
He loses a couple on his second carry of the night.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up second down and
Brush,
12.
like I said, coming off a bye week. Week before, had an overtime thriller against Fort Morgan. Able to come out on top. The week before, lost an overtime game to Wiggins, 2018. Yuma 2-1 coming off their first loss to Banning Lewis Academy. Tanner Ludgate setting the edge. Yuma
Marvin Duarte, the ball carrier, brought down quickly by number 59. Andrew Herrera.
Another loss there. Third and long for Yuma.
Great call from Coach Rosenbach that time, bringing that linebacker up to stuff that.
Another loss of 2 on the play
for Yuma.
brings up third down and 14 for Yuma.
Tried to run that pitch to the right side there out of the shotgun, and Tanner Ludgate was ready and waiting. Damien Kaczynski didn't have a chance here. Yuma's going to throw the ball on third down.
Pass was intended at number 2
there in the flat. Thompson throws it behind him.
In on the coverage
Reel it
was
in,
number
and it'll
8,
be
Wiley Eicher.
the incomplete pass.
And a great job from the defensive end at that time. Getting lots of pressure on the quarterback, getting his hands up and deflecting that ball at the last minute, causing an incomplete pass.
I don't know that he would have gotten the first down anyway. That was a really tough catch for Kaczynski to try to make.
Of course, Yuma taking their time in the huddle here, coming out.
You do go in punt formation here. They're missing a guy. He'll jog on. 8:54 to go, 4th and long from their own 37-yard line. We're just going to punt back to Brush. Nearly blocked there. Really short punt. Flags fly. I don't know exactly what the penalty is here.
I'm not sure if it was offsides on the defense, or maybe they weren't set. They didn't have enough guys in the field, so as they're running in.
Formation.
Legal formation.
Oh, legal formation on Yuma. They're just going to impose that here for the punt. The punt didn't even make it to the 50-yard line.
You'll be all right.
Formation. Offense. Be quiet.
Now Brush will have great field position to start their first drive, just shy of the 50-yard line, about their own 47-yard line.
Can't ask for much
Ball's going
better
to be
here.
spotted at the 49.
First offensive series for Brush.
Washington, your bigger.
Proctor's going to be split out wide to the right. Wiley Eicher to the right as well. Slot position, turn around, hand it off.
Cole Curtis, the ball carrier.
Cole Curtis in
Right by
picks
number
up,
5.
picks things up as far as running back goes tonight.
Cole Curtis had a good run there too. Pick up a quick 5 yards for Brush. Off to a good start.
Cole will continue standing in the backfield at fullback.
And up the middle again. Tanner Ludgate all the way back at the original line of scrimmage.
54. Really Trejo.
The ref is signaling close to a first down.
There is forward progress on the play. Ball
progress gets
at
him
the
4
4-yard line.
That would have been hard to believe they wouldn't have given him that forward progress based on that surge of the line and where he got the ball.
3rd and 1 for Brush, 7:48 to go in the first, no score yet. Great field position for Brush on their opening drive. 2 men split out right, turn around, give it to Cole Curtis. He's got the first down.
Cole Curtis, the ball carrier.
Just shy of the
Right down by
35-yard line for the
number
first down.
4, Trey Stegman. And number 11, Marvin Duarte. Gains enough for another big digger. First down. Ball spotted at the 37.
Tanner Ludgate will come out of the game for a play or two. We'll see what happens. Brush is now in positive yardage.
So 5 might be walking down to our running back.
quick pitch out to the right side this time. Trying to catch the outside there.
Levi Cox, the ball carrier, by number 6, Adrian Carranza.
Looks like that's something Coach Rosenbach decided to work on in his mind. Get a couple different ball carriers. We haven't even seen Brody Dick carry the ball yet.
Well, you know, it's probably not a bad idea. You know, that way you give a chance for Richie Bruno to get some rest during the game. I mean, I know he gets stronger as the game goes on, but it's nice to be able to have somebody sub him.
Gonna pitch it to the left this time. Levi Cox looking for blockers. Ooh, waits for his man there. Nice job being patient. Close to the first down. He's going to be about a couple yards short.
Hey, we might have to
place him at the 26-yard line.
Levi Cox, the ball carrier, by number 775, Pablo Vacera.
Because our guys aren't getting out there fast.
They give him the first down.
Gains it up for another B-digger. First down. Ball spotted at the 27 of Yuma.
Richie Bruno. There's our guy, Richie Bruno.
Richie Bruno,
Tries
the
going
ball
on the left
carrier,
tackle there.
right by number 8, David Covarrubias.
Yuma's coming out in a 5-2 defense right now, 5-3 at times, trying to stop any of the soft tackle plays, but right now they're just kind of playing right into Brush's hands, and they don't really have an answer for stopping the running game.
Brings up second down and 6 for the B-diggers.
Second and 6 now for Brush. Little motion to the right side there, hand it off up the middle. Off the right guard, maybe a couple. For
Tanner Ludgate was the ball carrier.
Second and 3 there. It'll be
He was brought down by number 11, Marvin Duarte. Brings up third down and 3
Right
for
again.
the B-diggers.
about 5 minutes to go now. Off tackle again on the left side.
Richie Bruno, the ball carrier.
15
By
yard
number
line.
2, Damian
Rush right now, Tyler, is
Kozinski.
approaching a 3.5-minute drive right now with this game. They started at their own 47-yard line, and now they are down inside the, just outside of the 25-yard, or the 25-yard line. No, 15-yard line.
Gains it up for another
6
B-digger.
yards there for
First
Bruno.
down.
First down.
Ball spotted at the 15 of Yuma.
Wiley Acker will go in motion left to right this time. Gives Bruno up the middle again. Yuma's going to gang tackle right
Richie
back
Bruno,
forward
the ball
progress. Will
carrier,
give him
brought by
about
a
4 or
host
5.
of Yuma football players.
Proctor will split out right again.
We've got a mismatch up there too.
And motion left to right, pitched out to Ludgate. Ludgate's looking for room there.
Tanner Ludgate, the ball
Proctor
carrier.
didn't necessarily get a block on his corner before he left.
Adrian Carranza.
No, and on that quick pitch to the right, which is a 58 rush offensive play, the receiver's got to go out there in that cornerback, and he just pretty much ran right past that quarterback. The quarterback came up and did a great job of breaking down and making the tackle.
Tanner had some blockers out in front of him there. He just couldn't find the edge he wanted because the corner was waiting for him. 3.5 to go in the first. Still no score. Rush threatening though. Bruno and Ludgate in the backfield. Wiley Eicher will go in motion left to right. Turn around, pitch it to Ulo. Pitch and catch here. Looking for Proctor. The end goes in. Ludgate's got it. Rush beat there. First play.
Great call, a straight 58 halfback pass, wide open in the end zone, touchdown. Great time to call that play as the defense is biting up, trying to stop that sweep in the off-tackle plays, and a great job. He caught that cornerback sleeping, and he got a touchdown pass. Good job.
15-yard pitch and catch there. Ludgate and Proctor. Rico on to try the extra
Point after
point. He's got
attempt.
the distance.
Player,
He's got the
Rico
eight.
is
It's good.
good.
Rush goes up 7-0 with 3:19 to go in the first quarter.
And that play took 47 yards, 5 minutes and 25 seconds, 5 minutes and 20 seconds, resulting in a touchdown for Brush.
started with some really good field position. You got to make those count.
Yeah, when you get inside like that, definitely. You know, this is exactly what Brush has wanted to do. Control the ball, control the clock, keep the clock in their favor, keep the defense on the field for Yuma, keep their defense on the sidelines, let them get rested so they can come out on this next possession and get a stop and get the ball back again.
That brochure brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Check out Sydney Regional Medical Center in Sydney, Nebraska. Learn more at sydneyrmc.com. Brush set to keep us back. South to north.
I share that. Yes. Yeah, watch the kick guys will return. We got the throw. I won't worry about it now.
Rico is ready. Refs are ready.
Watch the ball in there.
Whistle ball down. Better kick this time. It'll go inside the 10-yard line. I believe Duarte will take it. He cuts it up the middle. Gets it out
Marvin Duarte,
past the
the ball carrier.
25-yard line. And Yuma will start at about the same spot they started last.
You know, that bye week gave Brush a chance to, I think, to kind of, you know, obviously work some more on some things they want to do. But it seems like the rhythm is a lot better this time. The play call selection and just the execution is a whole lot better than it has been in the first 2 weeks. So that definitely was that bye week came at a good time for the, you know, for the stretch of the season now.
Rifle next week. Brush will travel into the mountains.
Ball spotted at the 28, first and 10. Yuma.
Definitely want to be ready for those guys. Little quarterback keeper here for Thompson. Off the left side, he'll pick up about 6
Jonathan
yards.
Thompson, the ball carrier. Right now by number 63, Cole Curtis.
4 on this quarterback.
And taking a look at the Brush defense, and there's nothing fancy. They're just playing good, solid defense, making sure that they know what they're doing, their assignments are, and just
James
executing,
7
coming up and
brings up second
wrapping
down.
guys up and making tackles.
Second down and 3.
Take it down and 3, give it to Duarte. Up the middle, he's hit.
Marvin
He's
Duarte, the
short
ball
up the first,
carrier.
give it maybe a yard.
Right now by number 59. Andrew
4
Herrera.
carries for Marvin Duarte. 2 yards, loss of yards, and 1 yard.
Also went on the tackle number 44, Richie Bruno.
That's what
Number
I like.
63, Cole Curtis.
Yep.
Be right back.
Shotgun set again. Up the middle goes Thompson again. He's got the first down past the 45-yard line.
We are under 2 minutes to go, a minute and 50 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Jonathan Thompson, the ball carrier, right down by number 8, Wiley Eicher.
Eicher in on a stop.
Gains enough for Yuma on the first down. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line.
I know he's excited that he's the guy because he couldn't wrap up.
Minute 25 to go in the second quarter. Brush up by a score of 7-0 over Yuma.
Stay on that, who's going? Oh, here we go.
Thompson will do keeper again. This time he goes off the left side. Flag flies.
Jonathan Thompson, the ball carrier, right down by number 44, Richie Bruno. There is a penalty flag on the play.
And Brush that time, the defensive end on the far side of the field came up real far upfield. And had there not been any holding there, that running back had lots of room to run.
He just stepped outside of those guys.
Penalty will back. Yuma up. All the way to the 35-yard line.
21.
First down.
Holding. Offense 71, first down. Still first down.
Still first down. But forever to go here. First and 20.
Penalty makes it first and 21.
First down is the 44 out the side of the field here. Give it to Kaczynski this time. He tries going on the right side. Gets across
Damian
the 40.
Kaczynski, the ball carrier. Right down by number 37, Tanner Ludgate. And number 8, Wiley Eicher.
Kaczynski there.
Brings up second down and 13. With 41 seconds left in the first period.
30 seconds to go. Clock around. Thompson's going to do the keeper again. He gets to the 45. He's hit with a wall. Gets down almost to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10. See if they get a play up before the end of the first quarter. Brush leads 7-0.
Short gain on the play brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Indians.
I did it again.
Correction for Yuma.
For Yuma quarterback, they're going to stay huddled up. They will end the first quarter down 7-0 to your Brush Beat Diggers.
That's the end of our first quarter.
Come back with the second
Our
quarter.
score, your Beat Diggers 7, Yuma 0. The Beat Digger, or correction.
Welcome back into the second quarter of Beat Digger football against Yuma High School here. 7-0. Brush starts the second quarter. Yuma opens up with their first, second pass attempt of the game. Thompson was looking deep, intended man. I believe that was number 6, Adrian Carranza. Pass broken up there beautifully by the Brush DB.
And that was a great pass. That was about a 30-yard pass down the field, and had he jumped just a little bit higher sooner, he would have had to come down with the reception. But a great job on the part of our defensive backs for knocking that ball down and causing an incomplete pass, bringing up 4th down right now.
It kind of messes with me that Yuma still doesn't have a mascot.
Yeah, they
Brings up 4th down for Yuma.
they're just Yuma.
Yep, just Yuma, and it trips me up every time.
It is. Pooch punt.
Little pooch punt here by Thompson. Gets off a good one. Travels all the way down. Will it get in the end zone? It does. Oh, it didn't.
5-yard line.
Good punt there. Rush forced to pick it up. Gets it across the 10-yard
the ball
line.
carrier, brought down by number 11.
12-yard line. Brush
Jordan
started their
Duarte.
possession in the first possession of the second quarter.
A lot worse field possession on the second drive for Brush. Their first one started in plus territory. This time it smacked up all the way inside their own 20. 11:37 to go. In the second quarter, a nice long sustained drive will be great for Coach Rosen. Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow locally for people you know. Equitable has been providing personal bankers to help you through all the steps. Stop by one of our 10 locations across the plains and visit Equitable.
Ball spotted at the 12. 1st and 10, your Beat Diggers.
Split out to the right. By the Iker to the right side as well. Turn around, head off to Bruno. Off the left side. Tries to cut it up the field.
Richie Bruno, the ball carrier, brought down by number 77, Carson Lynch, and number 11, Marvin Duarte.
Give Bruno 3 there on his 3rd carry of the night.
And a nice night tonight, Tyler. I mean, it's, what, probably 60 degrees at kickoff time? Calm.
I hear there's bugs outside.
They're bad. Whereas I'm in the field, and they're all over the place. They're pretty thick.
By the Iker in motion right to left. Turn around misdirection here. Levi Cox off the left side. He's got the edge. Trying to turn it upfield. He's going to be a couple of yards shy. Give up 6 there. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Levi Cox was the ball carrier, not that
I like
right.
what Coach is doing as far as the alternating of the different running backs in the backfield. I mean, there's a lot of guys now that's giving a lot of film for other teams to look at and figure out who they're going to prepare for with the way these guys are
Ball
running.
spotted at the 21-yard line. 3rd and 1.
3rd and
for the
1.
Beat Diggers.
Yard. We go under center and give it up the middle.
Richie Bruno was the ball carrier, brought down by number 4, Trey
Should
Stegman.
be 1st down. You're really going to bring the chains out for this thing. Yeah, there we
Gains
go.
it up for another Beat Digger. 1st down.
And the clock continues to run. Just under 10 minutes to go in the second quarter here.
Brush, long ways to go before they're threatening to score. You know something else? I heard Coach Rosenbach talking with John Beltran in the pregame. John asked him about Eric Rico kicking field goals and how he goes, when's the last time you had 4 field goals in a season, let alone
Pass
field
was
goals in the
intended to
first 2
number 11,
games?
Hunter
Because that's a whole new weapon that really kind of stretches your offense
in
out.
on the coverage,
And Coach
number 6,
Rosenbach said, yeah,
Adrian
absolutely.
Carranza.
Rico's first pass to them of the night, he was looking for Proctor down the Brush sideline and just Proctor threw him a little bit.
Yeah, and that ball needed to be more to the outside shoulder of Brocker, and if that was the case, it's a catch, and he's running off down the sidelines, probably into the end zone.
He did have probably a step and a half on his defensive back, but made a good play anyway, making sure it wasn't going to get picked off either. 2nd and 10 now. Rico's going to roll out to his right. He'll come back to Proctor there at the 30-yard line.
Pass caught by number 11, Hunter.
Wide pass right with the quarterback rolls. Depending on what the pass coverage is, he's got the option to throw it to the open guy or he can take that ball and run it. So at that point, he decided to make that pass to the open guy and pick up a few yards.
5 yards on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 5. 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Brush up 7-0 over Yuma. Russia split them in either side. Proctor and Mike Rico under center. Ooh, good job there. On the hard count, apparently Yuma
Richie Bruno left the ball carrier.
Jumped.
By number 4, Trey Stegman, and number 1, Jonathan Thompson.
Richie Bruno, I believe, was the ball carrier there. He got nothing. Instead, it'll be 4th down for Rush. Gosh, that nose tackle looked like he jumped 2 yards.
He's quite a big kid, too. He's probably one of the biggest guys on their team.
Brings that 4th down.
4th down, Bruno will stand with 15, set for punt. 15 to go in the second quarter. High snap. It's a pretty good punt. Bounces at the 45 of Yuma. It's a two-man Thompson there. He slips and tackles. Picks up 55 yards. They'll start this drive down. About the 42-yard line in their own territory.
Thompson is a smart athlete.
Right,
He's able to stay with that punt. With all that traffic and everything in his face, he's able to grab the ball, catch it, and be able to try to pick up something. So that's
And number 30,
Mark the punt.
Colorado.
So swap footballs out, Studs Gas and Oil, one-stop shop that does exist. Gas, food, and all your travel accessories. Get off I-76 and exit 66.
Ball spotted at the 41 of Yuma, 1st and 10.
Boy, this game keeps going that fast. I'm not going to get all the sponsors.
You're going to have to read in between.
Yep.
Start reading.
And in motion left to right, Thompson will fake the jet sweep. He goes with the quarterback keeper.
Jonathan Thompson, the ball carrier.
Looks like he just got
Right on number 44, Richie Bruno.
6 carries.
Short gain on the play, brings up 2nd down and 8.
Yuma quarterback. He's only able to break off one big one thus far. Yuma will split 2 men out to the far side. Left side of the field. Shotgun here. Thompson goes quarterback keeper again. Up the middle. Gets spun around.
Jonathan Thompson, the ball carrier, right there by number 59, Andrew Herrera, and number 44, Richie Bruno. There is a penalty flag on the play.
Carry. We'll see what the flag is. Right there where the tackle is being made, but I didn't see it.
Holding.
It's going to go against
Still
Yuma.
2nd down, 10 yards penalty.
One of the last 2 possessions now. Rush has been helped out by a couple of big penalties. Yes. Fair.
Nothing fancy in this game tonight, Tyler. Just grind it out, and keep on running.
Now 2nd and forever. Coming down on 7 minutes in the first half. Thompson will take the direct snap. Go up the right side there.
Jonathan Thompson, the ball carrier. There is a penalty flag on the play.
Picked up maybe 8 yards there. I wonder if this isn't going to be a face mask. It's on the far side, hard to see right there.
Holding.
Is that another holding call against
10
Yuma?
yards from the spot. Still 2nd down.
Another good run by Thompson, negated by a holding call again. And Yuma's moving in the wrong direction.
21 now.
That'll back him up to the 30-yard line.
Grants, 21.
They need the 49 rush side of the field for the first down. So
That's about a good 23 yards right now.
That last play, they had to consult that.
Alright, same formation here. Thompson, they're going to throw a little bubble screen out to
We go Percy!
What a tackle there made at the 30-yard line, I believe.
Damian
By Cox, yes.
Kaczynski was the ball carrier by the
Making big plays on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Great job.
That's exactly how you're supposed to think. You go low, you get under the blocker. Fair act.
Short gain on the play brings up 3rd down and 19
Pass
for
completion
Yuma.
game. Just gets them a couple. Clock coming down 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Rush holding on to a 7-0 lead. Rush looking like they're showing blitz here. They do. They bring the house. Flag flies.
Penalty flag on the
I
play.
wonder if they might were a little over aggressive. Lee Digger was leaning over the line there.
Dead ball. False start.
I'll start.
5 yards.
They got a little nervous there. They saw Brush bring the house.
A reminder for the Spiffle kids to meet at the south end zone.
Keeping themselves
South
in
end
this
zone right
game.
now. For your
Still
halftime
3rd
play.
down. Still need the 49. Throw back at the 27. Shotgun set for Thompson again. He's going to roll right. He's got nowhere to go. He cuts it up the field. Looking for blockers. He's shifty. He dives forward.
Jonathan Thompson, the ball carrier, right down by.
Gosh, he stays alive for that long. You start getting kind of nervous.
Yeah, it's if you don't get a handle on him and he just keeps moving those legs like that, it's definitely could turn out to be something pretty dangerous for Brush.
He kind of
He was
missed
brought
it.
down by
Looked
number
like they
49, Brody Dick.
broke the first couple tackles. He could have come back all the way to the left side towards the Brush sideline. Had a lot of green grass over here, but he tried going up the field again, ran into his own guy. Instead, it's 4th and forever. Under 5 minutes to go. He was going to punt. Understands it. Body. It's a good high kick here. Bounces at the 40. He's going to bounce out of bounds at the Brush 35. Brush will have 4 minutes and 41 seconds to try to make something
And the
happen.
Yuma punt goes
Yeah,
out
down
of
at that
bounds.
pitch, went down there waving them off, telling everybody to get away from it, let that punt just roll out of bounds and get a good fresh start. So not bad field position either, 35-yard line of Brush. So let's see what they can put together in this last 4 minutes and 41 seconds.
Rudy's Tires, they have 9 locations across Northeast Colorado and Nebraska, which means there's always a location close by. Rudy's Tires brings you 10-10 preps and more every week. Visit rudystires.com for more. Rico jogs in with the play. Rockville split out to the left, anchor to the right. Rico's going to do a little keeper here off the right side, spin move. He's hit multiple times. Flags fly. Back judge threw a flag. The man on the sideline threw a flag.
Eric Rico was the ball carrier.
Back just throwing a flag usually means there's some
It
holding.
appears there are plenty of flags on play.
Yeah, Brody.
Not quite sure who that'll be, but the referee.
His face a brush. So
Yeah.
The play, holding, 65. 10 from the
He
run.
has to hold his block on.
Still 1st down.
still first down, but it is a holding call against Brush.
Correction, 55.
55 is a guilty party that's killed.
Wait, tell Caleb just to get around the corner.
Yeah,
He's tiptoeing around the corner and waiting on somebody to come his way.
Probably needs to come out wider.
Brush here after the penalty will go up the left sideline.
Henry Ludgate was the ball carrier.
Found the edge
He's
there.
not down on the number 5, Brody
Fly after 20
Sheffield.
yardage back. Got close to the first down. What are they saying? He stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I think he stepped out of bounds about, what?
And there was another penalty flag on the play.
No.
During the play, holding, 45 offense, 10 yards from the front, still first down.
Still first down. Now it's Rush that's shooting themselves in the foot.
I think that they should have called 49, which is Brody Dick on the hold. He's the tight end that was on that far side.
I don't think we even have a 44. Oh, we do. Bill probably. But I think you're right. I think it was pretty big. 4:15 to go in this first half. Rush played the Yuma game out. Just keep backing up in the wrong direction.
It is.
Rico's going to roll to his right here. Our blockers ahead of him. Overthrows his intended man.
That was intended. Number 49, Brody Dick, falls incomplete. In on the coverage.
That play, Rush just had the tight end dragging across, trying to find that open spot between the linebackers. And of course, he had to come very, very far to the sideline here. At that point, once he gets that far, coverage is going to be there. It's going to be awful hard to complete that pass.
The incomplete pass stops the clock at 4 minutes. During halftime, we're going to have another little football game.
Yes, we'll have our recreation team, our South Platte Youth Football League teams will be playing, the 5th and 6th grade teams will be playing against each other at halftime.
Rico's going to go down the right side. Oh, what a catch there. That Hunter Foster over the shoulder grab. Enough for the first down.
And a 32-yard from Nico to Hunter Proctor brings up a big first down for Rush with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Mr. Proctor had to contort his body in all sorts of ways. Be able to reach around and grab that ball. Rico's going to do the keeper here on the right side.
Rico, the ball carrier.
Rico 15 yards and a first down.
That man by
Rush
number
got
8,
some momentum with
David
3:20 to go. First down.
Yeah, once again,
Gains
going
enough
like pass,
for another
like run to the short side of the field, which is the sideline on Rush's sideline. And the blockers doing a great job of getting helmets on bodies and making room for him to run around and pick up the first down.
Stayed in bounds. Clock will keep a runner be under 3 minutes. On the next play here, Levi Cox is going to split up to the right. Iker comes in motion left to right. Rush elects to take their first timeout of the game. Timeout brought to you by Better Electric. They cover all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter. Call 970-521-1030.
Well, so far, Tyler, a good mix of plays coming out in the last 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter, right, or second quarter with Rush. I mean, mixing it up with the pass, two decent passes, one long pass, a couple of bootleg runs that has picked up good yards. So I like the play call and the selection. They're catching Yuma off balance. They don't know exactly what's coming next, and that's exactly when this offense is running like it's supposed to. That's what it does to opponents. It keeps them guessing all the time.
Trying to get back. Now they can go back to the middle stuff, and you're right. Yuma's not going to be as prepared for it. They can't send the house to stop that, because that'll just leave Rico open for another bootleg.
Big improvement from 2 weeks ago when they played in Fort Morgan, especially Rico's play at quarterback right now. I feel like he's calmed down a little bit more, has more of an idea of the game.
It looks like there's a lot more confidence here as Bruno's going to get to carry out the right side.
Richie Bruno was the ball carrier. Knocked that out by number 71. Dayton Beaupre.
Ooh, they gave him a couple more. Give him 12 yards at first. For one.
And it looked like 12
Gains
yards
enough for another big bigger first down. Ball spotted at the 26.
They must see something on
Yuma.
the right side of the defense, the left side of the defense, our right side, because we've been taking advantage of that the last 3 plays now, running to the short side of the field.
Rush left man split out either side. Fake the pitch.
Richie Bruno was the ball carrier.
Bruno again, 2:40 to go.
Host of
In the second quarter.
teams from Yuma in on the tackle.
Bruno picked up maybe 4.
That play in the playbook is called a fake 59-50, which is an inside trap with Richie Brew.
Clock comes down on 2:20. Rush a few yards shy of the red zone. Right into the right. Pitch it out to Ludgate here on the left side. He's looking for the edge. Flag flies.
Tanner Ludgate was the ball carrier. There's a penalty flag on the play.
Brody, I think, fouled on that one.
Most likely, based on the formation with the tight end on the far side, I think it might be the call, might be on our tight end.
Is that Tanner now?
I'll need a trainer over here, please, trainer.
And we've got a referee, I think, that was taken out. That definitely will delay things here a few minutes with him on the ground.
Hope he's okay.
Yes.
We get some water out there?
Bank of Colorado, they believe in keeping things simple. Apply for loan you need for your dream home fully online. Visit bankofcolorado.com for all your information today. I believe all ref crews carry a backup ref, do they not?
I don't know if they do it high school or not. I mean, just with the referee shortage the way there it is right now,
I would believe it.
it'll probably be difficult to have a backup guy.
I think that'll work. You're going to work.
But you know, Brush has got a rhythm going right now. They're able to run inside. They're running their quick trap inside. They're able to run to the perimeter, which is their quick pitches. I'm very impressed with the bootleg option out of there, where they bootleg run, bootleg pass. So I mean, nothing really to get fancy. Just keep doing what's been working, and you know, you'll be successful.
I think the ref knocked up. It looks like he's okay.
You know, I know that when you're on the sidelines, there's a lot of things that are going on. You have got to make sure you got your head on the swivel, because you never know when he might be taken out.
Okay.
Looks like he's
Holding,
good.
number 49, during the run.
Holding was
10
indeed the
yards
penalty call
from
there.
the run.
They call it on Brody Dick.
Into the run, so you're looking
And they are talking he's talking with the trainer. She's just double checking to make sure that he is good to resume referee duties.
15.
So that play with that holding call brings the ball back now to the 48-yard line, 47-yard line?
Mark it off. I think that's
I'm sorry, 37-yard line.
37. Still 2:08 to go.
the 23.
Rush still has a couple timeouts. Yuma has all three of their timeouts. Stick around. Your halftime show, we will get brought to you by Community College. This game flew by, and it feels like it just skidded to a halt here. Around the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, Rush hanging on to a 7-0 lead. Had a great first offensive drive that led to the only score. Wiley Eicher was wide open at the 10-yard line, and Rico throws it behind him for an incomplete pass.
3rd and 13.
Rico's pass was intended to number 8, Wiley Eicher,
40
incomplete.
yards.
Not bad. Had a beautiful pass to Proctor that really kind of set this
Yeah,
drive
because
up.
that seam up the middle was
Get to
wide
where
open.
it's at.
I think the alley would work well.
That's a tough throw to make to a guy coming across the middle. You either have to stop and set your feet and give the defense time to get over there, or try to throw it on the run. He's threw it over behind him. Proctor spun out to the right again. Turn around, give it to Levi Cox. Turns it up the field there. Gets taken down shy of the 20-yard line.
Levi Cox was the ball carrier, right now by number 6.
40 to go.
Adrian runs up.
I believe it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, it's not a bad move.
My partner Ron Albo, he's going to take off. He's going to go down. Coach the little leaguers here. Pardon me, it'll be 4th down. Close to a 40-yard field goal. Coach Rosenbach's going to let this clock wind down as low as he can. Call it timeout. Burn a second one. Indeed, timeout called with 58 seconds to go. Whatever they decide to do here, these guys as little time as possible. So Yuma has all 3 of those timeouts left. Timeout brought to you by Bailey Mechanical. Getting your house the right temperature is difficult. Call 970-522-0471. There's a second timeout. And we do apologize if you're having any technical difficulties. Folks on the radio are having problems hearing us, but you hear Mr. Thompson clearly. I don't know what's going on. So I apologize for that. Hopefully we got it fixed, or we'll get it fixed at halftime. Halftime show brought to you by Morgan City College. Stick around.
Be sure to stay with us at halftime, and we'll have some football action going on here. Two sides of the field. We have Maroon versus Gold, 5th and 6th grade. Head coached by Ryan Albo and Chance Milnes.
Out of timeout.
And then the 3rd and 4th grade is also playing tonight under the lights in Wiggins.
Go for it here on 4th. That is a pretty long field goal for Eric Rico. If you miss it, you give him a better field position than what you want. Eric Rico tries the hard count, tries it twice. He's going to drop straight back. He goes across the middle there. Wiley Eicher's open in the back of the end zone. And he makes a spectacular catch. Hard on the back. It's a straight go route out of his slot position. And on 4th and forever, Eric Rico just goes for it all. And Wiley Eicher lays out, sacrifices his body. And reels in the touchdown. About a 23-yard pitch and catch there. To Rico. To Eicher.
Point after attempt is up and good.
Plenty of leg and plenty of game.
With 50 seconds until halftime. Here with the lead this one.
50 seconds to go in the second quarter. I'll be honest, when that ball was in the air, I didn't think Eicher had a chance at it. Looked like it was just going to be overthrown a little bit. Looked like Eicher turned around just that split second too soon. But boy, did he prove me wrong. That was a great catch. See, 2 great catches. One by Proctor, one by Eicher tonight. Proctor along the fresh sideline there to kind of set up the scoring drive, got it started. Great over-the-shoulder catch. It was a really pretty ball by Rico as well. Threw it about a mile high, kind of right exactly where it needed to be. And then pretty much the same thing on that touchdown pass. He kind of put it just high enough over the defender. The defender didn't have a chance, and Wiley Eicher had to go make a play, and he most definitely did. So Rush goes up 14-0 near the end of the second quarter. Rush score brought to you by Miller's Landscaping. You put so much time and effort into your show animals. They offer a wide selection of livestock feed supplies. Stop by 19645 in County Road Q in Fort Morgan. Rush will kick off north and south this time. Rico squib it out of the Yuma sideline. Ooh. The ball ends up rolling out of bounds, but not before the player tried to scoop it up and missed it. It was kind of dangerous. He definitely touched it.
Ball was first touched by number 3, Hugo Montez.
Montez apparently touched it before it rolled out of bounds.
26.
No time burned off the clock there, so 50.5 seconds for Yuma to try to do something. They've been nearly
Ball
non-existent.
spotted at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10.
On offense here, Thompson got 7 carries. About 25 yards or so to take, and that has been it. 1 for 3 in the air with a 2-yard completion to Kaczynski. Thompson now will take the shotgun step. Now with the pass, said he wants to run down the Yuma sideline.
Jonathan Thompson, the ball carrier, by number 37, Tanner Ludwig, and number 58, Christian Skoda.
Stopped it inbounds. Clock still running. Hurry to a line here. Yuma still has 3 timeouts. Apparently they don't want to use them. 8 carries for Thompson. He drops straight back here on 2nd down. He's going up top. Ooh, beautiful catch by Kaczynski. Got out of bounds.
Pass was caught by number 3, Hugo Montez.
25 yards of Montez on the completion. I apologize.
Ball's going to be spotted at the Beat Digger 45-yard line. First and 10 Yuma with 11 seconds left until halftime.
11 seconds to go here. As Montez got out of bounds. Rush 45. Ooh, low snap there. When I say low, I mean it didn't get off the ground.
Picks up the fumble brought down by number 63.
A loss of 5 yards.
Timeout, Yuma.
Yuma takes a timeout. Timeout brought to you by Premier Farm Credit. For over 100 years, they've been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit PremierACA.com. I believe that's Yuma's first burn timeout. 7.5 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, Ron Elbow, he's down getting ready to coach his Little Leaguers at halftime. Halftime show coming up, brought to you by Warren Community College. Recap the first half. Look ahead to the second, look ahead to the schedule as well. Rifle coming up next week. Pump fake. Thompson's going deep down the field here. Ooh, flag flies. It's going to be PI. 1.6 seconds. I don't know. I don't know who the DB was, but it's definitely going to be PI against Brush. I think it was unintentional.
15 yards from the previous spot.
15 yards from the previous spot. That's going to help Yuma a bunch. They're going to be within striking distance here. Thompson doesn't have that bad of an arm. But time is a factor. Less than 2 seconds to go now. Ref will march this thing off. Yuma was clear back at the Brush 40. Clear back at the Brush 45. I'm not exactly sure how some of these penalties work. The ball moves up to the 36-yard line. And after all that, Yuma calls it second timeout. Good grief. Want to drop a play here, I guess. Timeout brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants. Since 2003, they've been providing big firm product with small firm relationships. Visit westerneci.com for more. So believe it or not, Yuma still has one more timeout, I guess, if things don't happen. I wasn't kidding when I said this game was just flying by, and it felt like the last 2 minutes just hit a roadblock. Timeout did not take long. Once again, 1.6 seconds to go. Brush has got 3 men clear back inside the 20-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Thompson's going to roll to his left. They're just going to try and run it in here. Thompson's not going to make it. He's wrapped up there. Great defensive stop by Brush. That's odd. You think you'd want to go to the air and at least give your guy a chance. Instead, Thompson will run out the clock. That's the end of the second quarter. Brush up 14-0 over Yuma. We'll take a quick time out and come back with your halftime show brought to you by Moore Community College right here on 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Beat Digger Football on 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Tyler Carmen alongside Ron Albo. Ron will be back up here momentarily. He was coaching the Little League during your halftime of a game in which your Brush Beat Diggers are leading Yuma football by a score of 14-0. A couple of touchdown passes, one from Tanner Ludgate to Hunter Proctor on Brush's opening offensive drive, and the other to close out the second half from Eric Rico to Wiley Eicher. Both extra points were good. That is how we got there, 14-0. Brush's defense has been great. It's been aided by some serious holding calls there on Yuma. Yuma just not able to find a rhythm, get anything going on offense. Halftime show brought to you by Morgan Community College. Start your associate degree, continue your education, or get a specialized certificate. Visit morgancc.edu for more. And on the plus side, Brush is going to get the ball back to start the second half. They won the toss and deferred to open things up. Yuma has elected to kick from the north side. They'll be kicking south. And we're 40-some seconds away. That I spoke too soon. The teams have swapped sides. We don't see that very often. So Yuma's going to kick south to north. Richie Bruno led the way on the ground for your Brush Beat Diggers. 7 carries for 30 yards. Rico through the air was 3 for 6, 63 yards, and that touchdown. Brush also spreading the ball around on offense. 5 different ball carriers. 2 different guys to throw the ball, 2 different receivers. Extra 3 minutes is run off. Ron Elbow has returned. Ron, did you hustle upstairs?
Yes, I did.
Well, good news, Ron. We fixed our technical difficulties, so we're not distant and quiet anymore.
Good. Might be out of a little breath here, sprinting up the bleachers.
Heck of a play down there. You had a really good view of it to end the half there. Eicher laying out. From here, it didn't. I don't know. I couldn't see if he was going to have a good enough chance at it, but
no, it's beautiful.
So Brush gets the ball back here. Kickoff travels down the 15-yard line. Wiley Eicher takes it, turns it up the middle of the field, gets brought down shy of the 30-yard line. That's where Brush will take over to kick off this second half.
And number 35, Bridger Lynch.
Yeah, we had one of our young Spiffle players down there. Just kind of took a little hit to the head. But talked to his parents. He's also a type 1 diabetic, so blood sugar was low and kind of got him a little confused or whatever. But
hope he's doing okay.
Should be okay, they said.
Richie Bruno's going to take it up the middle here. Thompson catching a ride on his back. As Bruno's not going down, he gets about 8 yards there on his first carry of this second half.
Brush picking up where they left off in the first half, just trying to grind it away, on the Yuma defense. Yuma's got to try to find a way to slow them down, and I think they're just trying to do everything they can. Brush is just mixing it up, making it pretty difficult for Yuma.
Yuma on defense, not afraid to kind of stack the box. They got a 4-3. Their linebackers playing pretty close to the line. It bodes well for them on that second down run as Ludgate loses a couple. Proctor will go split out here on 3rd and 4 to the left. Turn around to Bruno. Bruno running tough, breaking tackles. He's got the first down as he gets across the 40-yard line.
Bruno needed 4. Needed 4, and he picked up 5 that time. A lot of momentum, though, Tyler, for the Brush scoring at the end of the first half there, the second quarter scoring, coming out the second half, getting the ball, being able to move downfield.
Yuma had something going there towards the end of the half. They had all 3 timeouts. They had 40-some seconds left. They had a nice PI call that aided them a little bit, and a nice completion. But Tanner Ludgate, Richie Bruno running tough, gets another first down, another 14 yards.
Now they're in positive territory. They're inside, just outside of the 45-yard line of Yuma.
I was saying, Yuma had just a little bit of momentum in there with just under 2 seconds to go. The timeout, instead of taking a shot at the end zone, they let Thompson just kind of keep her on the ground, and he picks up maybe 1 yard. It's kind of surprising to me Kind of act like they packed it in there in that second half. As you're right, Brush moves into positive territory. Give it to Bruno again. He bounces outside the right side, down the Brush sideline, crosses the 30, crosses the 20. Yuma gives chase. They bring him down at the 10-yard line.
That is not Bruno. That's Tanner Ludgate.
Is it Tanner Ludgate?
Tanner Ludgate.
Their jerseys kind of scrunch up the numbers, but you're correct. That is Tanner Ludgate. No, that's Cole
No,
Curtis.
Cole Curtis.
I didn't think that looked like Tanner Ludgate running.
He's got his mom right here in front of us waving his big head there, so it's actually a big head poster. Not that Cole has a big head. I didn't say that. It's not what I meant.
About a 35-yard run there for Cole Curtis. Just his third carry of the game. They gave him a couple early carries. They give it back to him here. He picks up 9. About a yard short. Gave him a couple carries there on the very first drive, and they didn't go back to him. And what a way to come out of halftime. Mr. Cole Curtis.
Yeah, all the way down to the 1-yard line, setting up first and goal.
Yuma showing blitz. They give it to Bruno. Bruno's going to power his way across. I apologize. That wasn't Bruno. They give it to Cole Curtis. They let him finish it off. 3 straight carries.
And that is a deadly combo right there. When you've got Richie Bruno and Cole Curtis as your fullback running the ball, it's going to be awful hard to stop those guys.
3 straight carries for Cole Curtis, 35 yards, 9 yards, and 1 yard as he puts Brush on the board again on their opening drive of the second half. Eric Rico's extra point is up and good. Brush goes up 21-0. 9:23 to go in this third quarter.
And you know, once again, we cannot talk about the value of Eric Rico and extra points and field goals, how important that is for them to develop him and for him to be that good on those extra points. I mean, that is going to definitely pay off dividends later on down the season when you might need to come up with a field goal to win a game.
Ask the Denver Broncos how important field goals and extra points are. They know all about that. That's Brush Score, brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants. Since 2003, they've been providing big firm product with small firm relationships. Visit westerneci.com for more. Once again, Brush up 21-0. Rico set to kick it back to Yuma. Yuma have their first offensive series of the second half. See if they got anything figured out at halftime. Rico, a little squib kick again. Yuma's got a fall on it inside the 30-yard line. About the 27 or so is where they will start with 9:21 to go in the third.
Boy, hats off to Grant Becker on that kickoff. He just hustled. He was the first guy down the field to make the tackle right there. That's great hustle, and that's exactly what you want from your special teams, to have those guys hustle down there, break down, make a tackle, keep that ball carrier from picking up positive yards.
It was a nice little squib kick by Rico, too. The blocker there on Yuma's return team kind of misjudged it. So Yuma's going to come out and try a little jet sweep to Kaczynski here. It's not going to get him much.
Yeah, no fooling the defense that time. They knew exactly what was going on.
They didn't let him get to the left side. They're outside. They had to turn it back up the field, and we had that covered as well. They give him a couple yards. Call it 3. Kaczynski's second carry.
Caleb Jimenez comes out of the game.
Shotgun for Thompson. They go back to that quarterback keeper up the middle. First down and more for Thompson down the Yuma sideline. Flag flies again. Gosh, it feels like every big play Yuma has, there's a little yellow piece of laundry that flies right behind it. Flag sitting right about the 50-yard line.
During the play, holding, number 3, white. A penalty enforced on the following track.
They do call it against Hugo Montez. Holding, that negates a huge run by Thompson.
We will have a first down.
It'll stay second down, but that ball is going to back way, way, way up. I say that.
Ball spotted at the 40-yard line, Yuma, 1st and 10.
So he picked up the first down, and then the penalty
And
was after
then-
that. So the first
Okay.
down, they still
Okay.
get the first down.
All right.
Penalty flag on the play.
Well, it doesn't matter now because that's going to be a false start
Yep.
on Yuma. That'll back him up.
Yeah, two guys, I think, moving at the same time. They had a
Mhm.
wingman going in motion, and then I believe their tight end, their split in here moved also.
Backs him up to the 35 now. 8:37 to go. Rush up 21-0 over Yuma. Somebody just fell down the stairs.
Oh my gosh. Must have been just yeah. Nothing too serious.
Well,
He bounced, he popped right up.
the way people stood up
Yes.
in the crowd, I thought
Somebody's getting
somebody,
hurt.
yeah, it appears to be okay. While that was going on, it looked like about a 10-yard carry there, I'm going to assume by Thompson. Picks up some penalty yardage and more. Second down, bobble snap.
Fumble on the play, recovered by number 11.
Bobbled snap or a little bit bobbled exchange there on the trying to fake the jet sweep.
Yeah, and just like that, that positive yardage they picked up right on the very next down, they end up losing it.
Yep. 3rd and forever. 3rd and 10 for Yuma at their own 40-yard line, 7:40 to go. They go shotgun set. Everyone's in tight here. They fake the pitch out here. Thompson's going to get dropped in the backfield.
Yeah,
Lost a yard.
that time Yuma pulled both their guard and tackle from the right side to the left side, just looking to overpower the defensive line and pick up some positive yardage. But the defense, once again, they read that really well and closed it down.
So now 4th and 11 for Yuma. Penalties again, just absolutely killing any sort of momentum they can try and muster up. Ball's at the 39. Yuma's punter stands at the 30. This kick goes absolute mile high. Bounces shy of the brush 35, will roll across the 35 to the 34. It'll be down there, and Brush will start over with a 21-point lead and some fairly decent starting field position again.
6 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the third quarter.
From the 34, Proctor split out left. Ludgate and Bruno are in the backfield. Rico under center, turn around, hand it off to Bruno. He's hit hard, but he pushes forward. Gonna pick up 5, maybe 6 yards.
Yeah, no matter what Yuma's doing, they don't have an answer for our running game at all. They just cannot slow it down. I mean, we're picking up 5, 6 yards a crack, and that just wears on a defense. And I imagine by the time the fourth quarter rolls around, things are going to potentially could get pretty ugly here with them wearing that defense down.
Same formation. Tried a little misdirection there. They give it to Ludgate. That's read really, really well by number 8 for Yuma. Or must be number 9 because we don't have a number 8.
Yeah, that time that was a linebacker. They blitzed him, and he blitzed right to where we were running, and then our lineman could not pick that up.
So a loss of a few. Wiggins Electric, they count on Wiggins Electric for quick and efficient and courteous service to keep you up and running. They provide you with the service and products you need at your most critical time. Eric Rico is going to roll to his right this time. Hunter Proctor, one's little comebacker there. It was a little too deep. Rico kind of ran out of time and ran out of real estate. Picks up maybe 4 yards, and gets out of bounds along the brush sideline.
Yeah, and I mean, at that point, he was out of options. The best thing you could do is just tuck that ball and run as quick as try to pick up any kind of positive yards.
I was watching Proctor there. I kept waiting for him to hit that comeback, and he just waited a little too long, and then he needs to be kind of careful. He kind of pushes off on the DB. We don't want an offensive PI called. Bruno will stand at the 25, ready to punt it away here, about 4th and 6. Ooh. Ends up being blocked, but it's going to roll a ways. Rush gets kind of lucky there. Bruno didn't really get any height on that. Kind of kicks it right into a couple of Yuma rushers, but he gets a good roll out of it, and it rolls across the Yuma 45. Place the ball at the 44-yard line. 5:11 to go, third quarter. Brush up 21-0. Yuma, a little bit different formation here. 3 wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Left side's the wide side of the field. They give it to Kaczynski off the right side. He turns it up the field, gets across the first down marker and more. No flags fly for once. 20 yards on the ground there for Kaczynski, his 3rd carry. Best rushing play Yuma's conjured up all night. And it comes over halfway through the 3rd quarter. We'll go back to the 2 wide here to the left. Again, that's the wide side of the field. Since he comes in motion left to right. Thompson fakes it to him. He goes up the middle off the left side, gets across the 25 down, or I'm sorry, across the 35 down to the 30. 8 yards or so for Thompson. Yuma finally showing a little sign of life. 11 carries for the junior quarterback Thompson. One man split out left this time. Thompson shotgun again. Give it to Kaczynski. Kaczynski's hammered at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. Brody Dick in on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 4 for Yuma.
Well, we've kind of slowed the game down, haven't we?
A little bit. Just a little bit. Yuma finally gaining some form of rhythm on offense. 2 men split out left, 1 to the right. Shotgun set it here. Thompson's going to take it off the right side. He cuts it back up the middle. Flag flies. Thompson's breaking tackles there. Ooh, good run by Thompson. Gets down close to the 10-yard line, but this sucker's coming back.
Boy, he just manhandled, I believe that was Wiley Eicher on that play. Just took his hand and put it right in his chest and knocked him down to the ground.
It's going to be 5th holding call on Yuma.
You know, in those type of plays, just when you're on a roll with your offense, you're looking for something positive to get going, and then you have a penalty like that just kind of shoots you in the foot and just brings you all the way back. And now you got to regroup. You got to figure out what you're going to run next to try to pick up some kind of positive yards and keep this drive going.
Tough to overcome. It's 3rd down from the 43-yard line. Need to make it to the 29. 3:18 to go in the 3rd. Rush holding on 21-0. 2 men split out left, 1 to the right. Kaczynski's in the slot here to the left. He comes in motion, left to right, turns it up the field there. They're looking for him out in the flat. They find him. Rush gang tackles him there short of the 1st. About 12 yards there on the pitch and catch.
Yeah, great completion, good read. Nice job by the receiver finding that little open spot and getting the ball there. And you know, in pregame, as I was watching him warm up before the game started, I was looking at the quarterback, watching him throw the ball, and I thought, you know, if they decide to come out and throw the ball, they could pose some problems for our defensive backfield. He threw a nice ball.
4th down and 4 for Yuma.
Yuma's going to go for it here on 4th and 4. Again, 2 left, 1 right. Timeout. Yuma calls a timeout here. Timeout brought to you by Van Wyck Insurance. Insurance from over 60 lines to help you find the right one to fit your budget. Stop in and see Van Wyck Insurance at 508 West Main Street in Sterling. 2:26 to go in the third. 21-0 your score. Yuma, a little bit of momentum. Another holding penalty sets him back. But I know Thompson has been their primarily ball carrier,
Yep.
but wouldn't you think you'd want to get it in Kaczynski's hands as much as possible?
Yep.
They've gone completely away from Duarte.
Yeah, that.
He's got some speed. He's got some size. He's got some pretty good hands, and I think I'd be looking at him about every chance I can.
Yeah, I mean, there is some talent on that football field. Just a matter of being able to find it and stay consistent with it. That's probably part of the biggest problem right there.
Well, on 4th down, Thompson's going to take it up the middle. Met with a brick wall. He's going to be stopped well short of the 1st down, and Yuma will turn it over on downs back to Brush.
We are coming to, we'll be inside of 2 minutes by the time they get this ball back.
Ball spotted at the 21, 1st and 10.
Beat Diggers take it over at the 31-yard line. They'll split a man to either side. Bruno Ludgate in the backfield. Rico under center. Up the middle they go with Bruno. Bruno picks up 3 or so. Yuma came out of that timeout and tried to kind of catch Brush off guard. Tried to go to quick count. And it's tough for a quarterback to pick up 4 yards when he's got to pick up 8.
Yeah.
Because he's 4 yards deep. Rico fakes the handoff here. Runs a little option. Proctor not able to get a good enough block there. Levi Cox. Gosh, if Hunter gets a block,
He's
Levi
off.
Cox is
He's
stepped
gone
in the end zone.
Yeah, and that right there all rest on Proctor. He's got to be able to block that guy. Just shield him, give Cox a chance to make a cut one way or the other. But right there, he just came straight. The defensive back came straight through him and made the tackle.
Rico played that perfectly.
Yep.
He sold that keeper, and as soon as that defensive end bid, he pitched it out to Levi Cox. That was a really, really well-designed play. Yuma brings the house here. Ludgate is going to throw it up to Proctor again. It's way up in the air. Kaczynski makes a great play on it. Had both hands on it, not able to come down. Falls incomplete.
Well, second time they ran that play, they ran that for a touchdown earlier in the game in the first half. Then they come back to it here in the third quarter, and it's incomplete. That was the fake 58 halfback pass.
That ball felt like it floated forever.
Yeah.
4th and 8. Brush is going to punt it back to Yuma. Bruno stands at his own 20. Return man for Yuma standing at the 35. High snap. A little bit better punt. Nobody's going to get to this thing. It takes a nice brush bounce, gets down to the 40. And that'll be right about where Yuma will take back over with 8 seconds to go in the third. Brush leading 21-0. Gordon Insurance, be prepared for everything life throws at you. Get car insurance or life insurance, farm insurance, and crop insurance at Gordon Insurance. Visit GordonINS.com today.
And I don't want to jinx it, I hope I'm not, but, special teams tonight for Brush has been very well. They've done a great job covering the ball on all aspects. And so that right there is huge at this time of the year to have great special teams.
Special teams and penalties.
Yes.
Brush has been relatively clean most of the season as well. knock on wood here. Thompson goes up the middle, picks up maybe 3. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Brush leads 21-0. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with the fourth and final right here on 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome back into Beat Digger Football on 1010 KSIR. Tyler Carmen, Ron Albo at the start of the fourth quarter. Your Brush Beat Diggers lead Yuma football team 21-0. Yuma comes out a little bit different play there. They tried throwing it to their tight end in the flat. Thompson overthrows him, had a man open, just not able to connect, and it'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 43-yard line.
And right now, Yuma's got to try to find something to get a rhythm, get going again, get some kind of rhythm, get some kind of flow here so they can keep this ball and hopefully try to go down and score.
Yeah, they've just been, darn near stagnant. Just not able to do much here. Ludgate's going to come blitz off Yuma's right side. That was the wrong side. Thompson goes off the left. Richie Bruno comes in, makes a great tackle. It'll be 4th and 7.
You know, like you said, Thompson, he's the man carrying the ball. I mean, they're not going to anybody else. They're just leaving it all in his hands. And, you know, good, bad, or indifferent, I still think you've got to try to find a way to get in somebody else's hands and change it up, plus give him a little bit of a rest. And that way they just cannot key on him the whole time.
Kaczynski's been as electric as anybody could be on the Yuma offense. And it feels like Thompson, anytime he actually breaks one, it's called back.
Yep.
Yuma shifts a little bit different motion here. That's going to be illegal formation, apparently. Penalties. False start on Yuma. Not what you want to see on 4th down.
But like we said, I mean, they get things going, and then it's penalty, and big plays.
Yep. Split a man out to either side. They're going to go ahead and punt it this time. Ooh, they hesitated. The punter hesitated. That punt's going to be blocked. Brush picks it up along the Yuma sideline, stayed in bounds.
And he
breaks tackles.
I believe that's Cole Curtis.
Cole Curtis. He's going to get flagged for a celebration, but so be it. He made a great play. I don't know if he's the one that blocked it, but makes a great return there on the ball down the Yuma sideline. I don't know if Yuma had some sort of a fake on there, but that punter hesitated and took way too long to decide whether or not he's going to kick that ball. And when he did, Rush was basically on top of him. He nearly got tackled instead of a blocked punt. It is unsportsmanlike conduct on Brush.
Yeah, you enforce it on the kickoff.
Yep. They'll back him up there for Rico on the kickoff here. Extra point upcoming, Brush. 10:52 to go in the fourth quarter. Fixing to go up 4 different scores. Ref's taking a sweet while to get under the goalpost. He makes it under just in time to watch Rico's kick fly through him. Scores 28-0, 10:52 go in the fourth. That Brush score brought to you by Northeastern. When you're a traditional or non-traditional student looking for an associate's degree or a specialized certificate, visit njc.edu for more.
And for Brush, that was a one-play, 27-yard return, fumble or punt block return for a touchdown.
That was a nice team effort there.
Yep.
On the block kick, on the block punt return. I mean, how many Brush players cross the goal line at the same time? think there was 5 or 6 of them. It's what a coach likes to see. This game has quickly turned into the perfect game to build some confidence before you head off to rifle and really get into the meat of your schedule.
Yeah, that's a great point, Tyler. Exactly, because that road trip, coming off a good win, you got to have that momentum going into that road trip. Because that, number one, you got to deal with a long road trip.
Yeah.
You got to deal with, it's not your normal routine. You got to make sure you can keep the guys loose and get the blood flowing, keep them stretched out, keep them relaxed as much as possible, and then ready to play a game under the lights at a different stadium.
And for Yuma, it's kind of the opposite. They have to travel to Wiggins next week. That'll be a tough matchup for them.
I mean, in this 1A classification, it's really a pretty tough classification, especially in this northeastern part of the state. There's a lot of good football teams over here that compete against each other week to week.
So Rico's got it back all the way up to the 25-yard line. He squibs it this time. It's going to bounce out of bounds.
And I'm not quite sure if it goes out of bounds. Usually they bring it up to the 35, but since it went out at the 40, I wonder if they just mark it there or it automatically goes to the 35.
I don't know.
I think it automatically goes to the 35.
Well, that's pretty smart on their part.
Yeah. And the referees are going to get together and talk about it.
The ball kicked out of bounds at the 40.
No, please.
Brush elected to re-kick.
Oh, they're going to kick it.
Yep. I think it was probably going to go to the 35, so they would have actually lost 5 yards on that kickoff.
Still at 10:52 in the fourth quarter, 28-0. Your post-game show brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions is coming up here at the conclusion of the game. I'm hoping Coach Rosenbrock will want to come up and have a chat with us.
He told me he'd be up here, so
I've heard that for 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, we have heard that, and that's what I told him. I said, Coach, you've told us that 2 weeks in a row. You got to make it happen this week.
Rico kick it to the 35. Thompson had to go down to a knee to catch it, and so he's automatically down right there.
So with all that, it ended up back at the 35 again.
Ended up right at the 35. Perfect. Just the way
Brush wanted it.
Yep.
Just what they meant to do. Yeah. Kind of crazy how those things work out for certain teams. I mean, when we talk about big plays for Yuma, holding penalty. Big play, holding penalty. And now they get a personal foul, in sportsmanlike conduct, and they end up getting the ball back to 35 again. So it's going Brush's way tonight.
2-man split out to the left side, wide side of the field. They're missing a player, and he's got to run all the way to rush the sideline, basically. Man in motion. They don't even let him get to the quarterback here. Thompson breaking tackles. Tries to get back to the middle of the field. Picks up a couple.
Boy, the defensive line on the left side bit big time on that fake from number 3 coming in there. And then the quarterback obviously kept the ball. Brush's 5-2 defense they've been running tonight has basically shut down Yuma's running game. And that's a great adjustment by Coach Rosenbrock. He's typically a 4-3 guy. And that's normally what he's ran, but able to go to a 5-2 like that, still make a lot of adjustments and be really successful too.
They got 6 men up on the line this time. Thompson's looking to pass there. He's going to spin around. He's got absolutely nowhere to go. There was beautiful coverage down the field. They ran about 3 different crossing routes, 3 different levels. And Thompson loses about a yard when it's all said and done. Will go down as his 16th carry. Yuma will stay in that trips formation, 2 left, 1 right, man in motion. Left to right. He turns it up the field. Tried to complete that little pass in the flat again to the motion man. Pass falls incomplete. It was way too low.
Yeah, Brush had a blitz that time. Both linebackers coming, and they ran down the quarterback. And, of course, he didn't have a chance to set his feet and throw the ball, and it was an incomplete pass.
Clock stops at 9:22 in the fourth.
Brush will drop back deep for the punt.
Yuma gets it off this time. Good high punt. Fair catch called for at the 35-yard line. Nice catch there by Levi Cox. That's where Brush will take over. 9:19 to go, up 28-0 in the fourth quarter. Let's see if Brush will tack on just one more. Just in case.
Just in case.
Proctor will go out to the right. Iker to the left. Rico under center. Turn around. Hand it off to Richie Bruno. He's got nowhere to go. Back to the line of scrimmage he gets.
Nowhere to go because the center and the guard to the play side were not able to move their men. Great contact, but they didn't get anybody moving.
We'll see if Brush can just eat the last 8:50 off the clock here and send everyone home happy that there wasn't another overtime game to sweat about. Rico's going to roll it right. He's going to look to pass here. He's going to go up top, looking for his man deep down the field. Oh, my gosh. The receiver had it in his hands. It would have been the best catch of the night by far. Perciolo was the intended man. He laid out for it. That is Rico's first pass attempt of the second half. My goodness, he gave it a chance. The only bad thing now is the clock stopped at 8:32. I don't mind that though. You're up. Take a chance to run a play. You don't typically get to run here.
Yeah.
Little misdirection. Flag's going to fly right at the end of the play. Levi Cox was the ball carrier. Oh,
and we got Brush players pointing at Yuma. Referee standing right there. We'll wait to get the call and find out where the penalty is coming from.
He's facing Brush. I think it's going to go against Brush. It was right at the very end of the play. Iker's going to get called for the hold there. That's going to back him up.
Holding.
Brush is all the way backed up now to the 33 in their own territory. Clock does continue to run though. 3rd and 12. Turn around here off the snap. Rico's looking right. He's rolling right. He pump fakes a couple times.
Boy, he gets out of a lot of trouble there.
Oh, man.
Finally, just throws the ball in the direction where there was a receiver. Of course, it's incomplete, so nothing called for intentional grounding, which was good. Now that brings up 3rd down and, like we said, about 13.
Thought he was dead to rights over there. I was like, dude, you need to go down. Once again, post-game show coming up, brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Stick around for it. 7 minutes and 24 seconds away. Brush is missing a player. He runs in.
Yep.
Now the refs are going to run in. We got another stoppage here. Good grief.
3'7", 28 on the clock. Incomplete pass.
Apparently the clock was off by a second.
7-2-8.
Oh, 7:28. All right. 9 seconds. I apologize. Bruno stands at his own 20, gets a nice, good, high punt off. Thompson calls fair catch at the 36-yard line. That's where Yuma will take back over. 7:21 to go in the fourth down, 28-0. See if they try going up top again here, if they try and keep it on the ground with Thompson. Out of the huddle here, they got 2 men split out left, 1 to the right. Ball's in about the center of the field. Shotgun set here. They give it to Duarte. Duarte, first carry since the first quarter.
Yeah.
Gets across the 40. Didn't have a fumble or anything. Kind of don't know why they stayed away from him. He picks up 4 yards on the little halfback draw there. Duarte will now be the slot man here. He'll come in motion left to right. They fake the jet sweep handoff here. Thompson gets down right around the first down marker. Give him 6 yards. He's going to be just shy of the first.
You know, Tyler, first contact was right about the 41-yard line, but they didn't wrap up and bring him to the ground. Therefore, he picks up an additional 4.5 to almost 5 yards, and he's in just shy of the first down now.
He spins out of a lot. I mean, he can really avoid and break tackles with the best of them. 6:20 to go, fourth quarter. 3rd and short. Quarterback draw. Sure enough, out of the shotgun. He's got to bounce it off the left side. Picks up the first and a couple more. Give him 3 yards there on his 18th carry.
18 carries. Yep. How many yards?
Oh, let's see. Roughly right around 60 or so.
60. Not a bad day. I mean,
no, but that's when that's basically your only offense. Yeah. That's not a good day.
No, I know coming into this, I'm sure they didn't want their quarterback to be the leading rusher.
No. Of course, with as often as they've let him run it. Maybe they do. Rushing yards per game, Jonathan Thompson leads them, according to Max Preps, with 122 a game. As they give it to number 4. I believe that's his first carry of the game. It is. I got to look at that's Trey Stegman.
Yes.
Senior fullback.
Trey Stegman was the ball carrier. Tripped up by number 20, Perciolo.
Yeah, Perciolo basically saved a touchdown at that point. Got him just by the bottom of his foot.
Did he pick up about 15 yards?
15 yards, yep.
Thompson's going to fake the handoff here, go off the left side. It's hit hard, picks up about 4. Brody Dick and Richie Bruno in on the stop there. Under 5 minutes to go now. 2nd down, 7 to go.
Boy, Andrew Herrera laying a hit on that running back from Yuma as he came through the hole on the fake. He just lit him up, and it was like feet up in the air, and he hit the ground.
Shotgun set. Fake the handoff, roll right, looking right. Little jump pass here, picked off by Brush at the 30. Flag flies right at the end of the play. Percy Odell, I believe. That is indeed the man. Flag right at the end. I don't know if it's going to be an unsportsmanlike or what.
pressure was provided by the defensive end. I believe that side was Brody Dick that time. He did a great job of staying home, outside containment. Then as the quarterback scrambled, he just gradually worked his way up to him, got right in his face when he threw the ball.
Ooh, blocking the back is the call against Brush here. 4:27 to go. Brush gets first turnover of the game. Up 28-0. Now they can really run this clock out here.
Yep.
Thompson through the air. 3 of 8, 39 yards and an interception. Not stellar.
Like we were saying earlier, I'm sure that's not what they were thinking as they came into this game. I think they wanted to establish the run, but also be able to throw that ball. But they had to run the ball with other players. It just didn't work out for them.
Inside their own 30, Eric Rico's going to run a little end around off the right side. He is quick, picks up about 8.
They sent both backs in motion that time to the point of attack and just had the quarterback follow him and pick up as many yards as he could. And right there, he picked up 8 yards on that first down.
Second and a yard and a half. Turn around, hand it off to Bruno. Bruno's going to go off the left side, gets down across the 40, give him 4 yards and a first down.
And the Yuma ball players this time are just they have no answer for him. They can't stop him. They're just getting carried 2 to 3 yards down the field every time they put a hand on Richie Bruno.
From the 41, first down, 3:40 to go. Rush just trying to close this thing out. Stick around for the post-game show brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Coming up momentarily here. Hopefully Rico keeper off the right side. Pushing the pile down around midfield there. They finally blow it dead.
Yep. Exact same play 2 plays ago, and now we got another flag for probably some more out of sportsmanlike.
Yeah, a little extracurricular.
Yep. Frustration starts to sit in this time of the game on both, basically on the Yuma side of the ball. And then, of course, Brush has got to do the best they can to kind of keep themselves under control, not get caught up in that.
Rico picked up 9.
Looks like number 77 from Yuma's walking off the field as he tapped his helmet like he was the man that they called the penalty on. We'll see.
Well, they call it on Brush.
So that would have been Cole Curtis, correct?
Was it 53 or 63? 63 is Cole
63
Curtis.
is Cole. I don't believe Conrad Castro was
Nope,
in there at
I
that
don't
time.
believe
Yeah,
so
because
either.
Curtis is on the sidelines, which they pulled him out. He's down here on the sidelines talking to the coach.
Iker and Ludgate will jog a new play in. So it'll stay first down from the Brush 35. 3:13 to go. Off the left side here, Ludgate. Hunter Proctor not able to get a good block again.
Tripped up by number 6, Adrian Carranza.
Boy, that was a great play by Carranza from Yuma to be able to just hold his ground there and reach out with his left hand and basically flip, Tanner Ludgate to the ground.
Good news is clock is still running. Coming down on 2:30 to go in the fourth. Rush up 28-0. Second forever. Fake the pitch. Looks across the middle there. Ooh. Looking for his tight end, Brody Dick. Pass ball's incomplete. Rico not able to complete a pass in the second half. Luckily, he hasn't needed to.
No.
It's third down.
Yeah, I don't know why they're coming off the field.
They thought they lost it down there.
Yeah.
On the penalty, but they got one more before they can punt. You're listening to 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brush Beat Digger football here. They run the same play. This time it's complete. Brody Dick breaking tackles down the Brush sideline, across the 40, across the 30. Gets brought down shy of the 20-yard line. Well, who would have suspected that?
Well, they obviously saw something in the play before when it was an incomplete pass, and then to be able to come right back to it again, catch the defense off guard.
Correction on the spot at the 21-yard line.
I believe that is a 50-yard pitch and catch from Eric Rico to Brody Dick. Longest pass completion of the season, I believe, for Brush, as the flag's going to fly here on the run to the right side. 2 minutes to go. Wait to see what the penalty is here. Holding on Hunter Proctor.
So he'll come off the field and stand on the sidelines now. I'm sure not because of that play or for that penalty, but just a matter of giving him a break.
He plays, I would say, 90+% of the snaps.
Yeah.
So, ball's backed up to the 20. Give it to Tanner Ludgate up the middle.
Tanner Ludgate, the ball carrier.
Dragging bodies with him. Does not want to go down. He never did go down. They blow it dead.
Yep. And the offense is doing it. The offensive line's. Oh, we got a kid down. That at the very end there, you just saw hit. Just a body just flipped down, hit the ground.
That's big number 77, I believe.
It is.
Carson Lynch, the senior. Nose guard. He sat up. Hopefully we're just looking at cramps or something like that. Injury timeout brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Check out Sydney Regional Medical Center in Sydney, Nebraska. Learn more at sydneyrmc.com. Minute 36 left on the clock. Brush up 28-0. They're inside Yuma's 20. Mr. Lynch sits up, gets stood up.
Not sure if it's a knee or ankle problem, or looks kind of like he's kind of favoring that left leg.
They get him turned around, heading in the right direction.
As Brush's trainer Marla Tappy is over there to assist and evaluate the situation. Nice having a trainer on site, especially during these games, comes in very handy.
Yes.
Be nice to close it out with another score.
I wouldn't say no.
12.
They should start the clock here.
Yep.
They do. Minute 35 starts to tick down. Rico under center. Give it to Bruno. Bruno pushes the pile.
Bruno, the ball carrier.
Knowing Bruno is going to come back to the huddle and say, give me the ball again. Give me the ball again.
He picks it up, picks up 4 yards and a first down. It'll be goal to go now. 15 carries for Richie Bruno on the night.
Coach Rosenbrock's giving him the signal just to wait until the referee in the back starts waving
Yep.
off at 5 seconds.
Gains enough for another bigger first down. Ball spotted at the
Just let the
7-yard line.
should be going into victory formation at this time.
Clock is under a minute. They do indeed go into the kneel down position. It's going to take a couple. Under a minute to go. Stick around for your post-game show brought to you by Advanced Agri Solution. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water for your field. Now it's time to begin your planning for next year's growing season. Call Dusty or Roxy at 970-571-2024. This is exactly the kind of game Coach Rosenbrock wanted to see. I don't know. I mean, as a coach, you always see room for improvement in any game, win or loss. But, gosh, what do you have to complain about if you're Coach Rosenbrock tonight?
No, I mean, you got to get a little deep and detailed looking at the film. There's some things they could definitely shore up, I'm sure, when it comes to offensive-wise. But when you're talking about an overall game and how they play tonight, pretty good.
They go ahead and kneel down one more time. That'll end the game. Brush is going to go home with a 28-0 win. They go to 2-1. Yuma will go to 2-2. Brush will travel to Rifle next week. Yuma will travel to Wiggins. We'll take a quick timeout. Come back with your post-game show right here on 1010 KSR, KSR.com, and Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome into your Brush Post-Game Show brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water for your field. Now is the time to begin your planning for next year's growing season. Call Dustin or Roxy at 970-571-2024. Your Brush Beet Diggers take care of business at home as they dismantle the Yuma football team 28-0. Run through your stats real quick for the visiting Indians. They tried to lean on their quarterback Thompson. He rushes 19 times for 80 yards. No scores. Kaczynski was right behind him. He carries the ball 4 times for 30 yards. Duarte got 5 carries for 7 yards. And Stegman got a carry for 15 yards. Through the air, Thompson just 3 for 8, 39 yards and an interception. Perciol made that happen there in the fourth quarter. Kaczynski and Montez were his primary targets. Kaczynski catches a couple balls for 14 yards. Montez caught one at the end of the first half for 25, and that is all one can speak of for the Yuma offense, plagued by penalties and a little bit of bad luck for your Brush Beet Diggers on the ground. They lean on Richie Bruno one more time. 15 carries for 80 yards for Mr. Bruno. Cole Curtis getting in on the action. He rushes the ball 5 times for 53 yards and a touchdown. That's a pretty darn good average for Cole Curtis. Tanner Ludgate, 6 carries, 15 yards. Levi Cox, he got 3 carries for 16 yards. And then Eric Rico rushing the ball 4 times for 35 yards. Through the air, Tanner Ludgate had himself a completion for a touchdown there in the first quarter on that opening drive, a 15-yard pitch and catch. And then Eric Rico goes 4 for 10 for 108 yards and a touchdown. Very impressive for one Eric Rico, sophomore quarterback. Hunter Proctor caught the touchdown from Tanner Ludgate. He has 3 receptions for 55 yards. Wiley Eicher caught the one from Eric Rico. 1 catch, 23 yards, and a touchdown. And then Brody Dick had a beautiful 50-yard completion there towards the end of that fourth quarter. And like I was saying earlier, Ron, you can't really ask for a much better performance if you're head coach Rosenbrock.
No, you can't. And I think a couple things I want to go to. We talk about the insertion of Cole Curtis at fullback. Okay, now we got another big, strong fullback that can run the ball that complements Richie Bruno, which is great. Great way to bring him in and have him run the ball. Nobody was prepared for him, and you could show that it paid off big dividends. Secondly, I like the idea of Eric Rico being able to run out, run some bootlegs. You know, some of those following behind the 2 blockers or whatever. Just a lot more confidence in this team from 2 weeks ago when they played in Fort Morgan. Even though Fort Morgan was a win, but they still weren't quite where they needed to be. So they've come a long way in this last week of practice.
You can tell Eric Rico, he's got a lot more confidence, especially throwing the ball through the air. I liked what I saw from the sophomore quarterback. I think you've seen a lot of growth from him. I think that bye week helped a lot. And folks, hold your breath because Coach Rosenbrock is coming up the stairs. We're going to get a chance to talk to the coach for the first time this year after a great 28-0 win. We'll let him get
Congratulations, Coach.
His mic on. Let him catch his breath. He bounded up the stairs. Coach,
you can probably hear my breath.
A little bit. Coach, first off, congratulations. Great night, a great shutout. That's a perfect way to come off a bye week. Congratulations on not having a third overtime game in a row. I know you like that. So give us a quick rundown. What did you work on in the bye week that led to a 28-0 win over a tough Yuma team that came in 2-1?
We worked on our fundamentals of our base offense. And we said, we're going to line up and we're going to spend 40 minutes a day, left side, right side, left side, right side. And credit to Coach Cardenas. I'm pretty forgiving, I guess. We do this drill where you block until he blows the whistle. Well, usually I like them to block 3, 4, 5 seconds. I just want them to get after and block downfield. Well, shoot, he didn't blow his whistle. He was in charge of the whistle because I lost my whistle that day. And we blocked for 7, 8, 9 seconds. And it was kind of fun just watching the kids they really got into it. It's fun. It was like, Coach, when's he going to blow the whistle? And if I can drive the guy 40 yards downfield, it was kind of like a smile on some of those kids' faces when the whistle got blown and they had to jog back 40 yards because they just drove their guy, into Fort Morgan, as we call it. And so, yeah, we got back to basics. Hey, let's get good at what we're good at, and let's be sound with that. We had some injuries, so we were able to. It's lucky we were able to heal up with that and get Cole some reps at fullback. That he hasn't done that since his freshman year. And shoot, he's a weapon too. But he's such a tough kid blocking that you take a blocker to run, or do you want him to block for a good running back in Richie and all of the running backs we had tonight? So we focused on what we were good at, the brush bread and butter plays, and it showed tonight.
What did Eric Rico work on in particular? He seemed a lot more confident. He had some beautiful balls thrown through the air. I know 4 for 10 doesn't sound like a lot, but 108 yards and a touchdown, that was great. That pass to end the second quarter was a great one. Iker made a great play on it. What have you seen from your young quarterback?
He's young. That's it. Every week, a young quarterback can grow more and more than maybe a senior that's been in it. And he has such a good attitude. He came and hugged me, and I told him this is the first of many touchdowns. He's a student of the game. We worked on some passing for sure, and then we put in a little quarterback follow. You guys saw it there in the fourth quarter. But if he doesn't eat very much, we can't run the ball, dude. You gotta get over 150 if we're gonna think that you're gonna take some hits. But he came. We worked on that, and just you kind of throw the kid a bone. We work on some passing and stuff, and like I kind of said, he's young, so he's going to get better every single week. He managed the game a lot better this week, and even in that, he made some mistakes, and he told us right away, this man was open, I didn't throw it to him. I think he's overthinking and hesitating it on a few plays, so that 4 for 10 probably should have been 6 for 10 because our primary receiver was wide open. We just hesitated a little too long. But that's what you're going to get out of a freshman quarterback, and you'd much rather have him make a mistake in a game like this where we've got it controlled rather than a game that it counts. And so later in the year it's going to count. He's going to make that throw, and like I said, it's the first of many hopefully for a sophomore quarterback like Eric.
Flip to the other side of the ball. Your defense pitches a shutout. Ron was talking, you're typically a 4-3 guy, but you ran a lot more 5-2, and you put 6 guys on the line at times. Are you just keying in on their quarterback? Is that what you saw on film?
Yeah, they're such a unique offense. They go double tight, and they got 2 H-backs or wings or whatever you want to call it. They're a power football team, so why not get more people in the box and then rely on our DBs to say, hey, you're one-on-one, man-to-man coverage, not the zone like we typically run our base defense in. And, they completed probably one big passing play, but that's it. So, and we got an interception. Our DBs, they knew their job was to clean up any run. If we can pack the box and it squeaks out, they can do that. But don't let anything deep beat us. They drove the ball, but our mentality is bend, don't break. And sometimes that's all it takes. Get a team on the 20-yard line, boom, we get a big play. Now it's 2nd and long. Boom, another big play. It's 3rd and long. And then they're stuck. Do we go for it on 4th down? And we end up stopping them. And bend, don't break, rally the ball because the next play is the most important.
Before we look ahead to Rifle, I got to give you credit. Your team is about as disciplined as they come. You think about Yuma's offense and why they struggled. It was penalties. You don't see that out of this Brush team, and that's a credit to your line. That's a credit to your guys staying disciplined, and that's a credit to you and your coaches. That's something that I'm sure is preached really hard in practice because penalties will kill a drive in a heartbeat. You saw it time after time with Yuma.
Yeah, and we had some penalties of our own that killed us. Luckily, Rico made that great, probably a 30-yard pass play or whatever on a 2nd or 3rd and long that sustained a drive that we ended up scoring on. But so, yeah, we got to pick up our penalties. But I appreciate you saying that we're disciplined because every coach looks back and says we're not. Hey, we got to get better. But so I appreciate it coming from the outside in, saying our kids are doing the right thing. Hopefully, we're preaching the right thing, and those kids are just following what we model.
You got Rifle next week. You got to make the drive into the mountains. Hopefully your conditioning's up. You're going to do a little bit of an elevation change. But you played him last year. It did not go as much as the plan. But what are you looking forward to next week?
A lot of these kids, not a lot. There are kids that have never gone in the mountains, you know. Their family just stays close, you know. So this is a trip for the first time kids are making it to the western slope, and that's pretty cool, you know. At this time of the year, it's falls, you know, colors are changing. It's going to be a pretty drive. And, I mean, you're always worrying about, like, you know, how's the kid going to play, because we got to drive up there and drive back in one day. How's a kid going to play after being in the bus for 5 hours? But, well, that's the nature of all sports, you know. You got to travel, and we're going to travel far this week, and we're going to prepare our kids the best we can and be excited because we're on a 2-game winning streak and just shut out a team that's predominantly pretty good in the state of Colorado. And so we're going to carry that momentum into this game regardless of where we go. I mean, so hopefully Rifle's up for the challenge because we don't want to go up there and just come back with a loss.
Right on. Head coach Joe Rosenbrock after 28-0 win over Yuma. Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck next week in Rifle.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good job, Coach.
Once again, Coach Rosenbrock there. Team leading his team to a shutout.
It's a great day to be a beat digger.
That's right.
Absolutely. Great day to be a beat digger indeed. Brush Post Game Show brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water for your field. Now's the time to start planning for next year. Call Dusty or Roxy. 970-571-2024. Ron, you got any final thoughts?
No, I mean, I say yes. Once again, just going back to the discipline, going back to basics is what they did. Watching the play calling, watching what they were doing, that was definitely evident. They went back to basic football, and what you can see how well that turned out tonight. So I think all the fancy stuff you think about trying to do, and you kind of overcoach yourself. A lot of times, overthink things. I think Coach hit the nail on the head there. We just want to go back to what we do really well and practice it and drill it so that it's normal. And our guys, when we call a play, they know what they're doing. They execute. They don't have to think a lot.
Right on. As I said, Brush will travel to Rifle. Yuma will travel back down here to Wiggins next week. We'll be on the call next week from Rifle right here on 1010 KSIR. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Ron, my final thought, I would like to wish my wife a happy anniversary today. 5 years. Megan, I love you. Here's to however many more. Who knows? Let's just keep it going. So 5 years, happy anniversary. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Beat Digger Football on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Everybody get home safe, and we'll see you next week from Rifle.